Sounds great.
What you thinking?
So there are a few things I need to reconsider in my spirituality.
Okay.
Because you've made me realize a few perspectives I maybe didn't realize before.
Oh man, I'm so happy.
I'd love to hear your opinion of spirituality, God, and all that. So, I guess just to start, do you happen to believe in any kind of afterlife?
I'm more agnostic, so
Yeah.
I don't really know for sure what's out there, but I'm not completely thrown away to it.
Right. Yeah. So I guess, how confident would you say you are in there being an afterlife? Would you be kind of 50-50 or kind of more towards or away?
I think I'm more towards away, I don't believe it's there, because I'm very scientific minded, and so that's kind of where my mind leads, but I do hope that there might be something.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah. So I guess, do you feel, so if you do kind of have that hope for there being something after death, do you have any attraction to any perspectives that would affirm that there certainly is 100% a life after this one?
Sorry, could you rephrase that?
Yeah, so so there are certain traditions that do say definitively, yeah, there is an afterlife. So within Islam, there's an affirmation, yes, there is an afterlife. Or Christianity, yes, there is an afterlife. Does the idea of exploring such worldviews that would give greater certainty be appealing to you, or are you kind of comfortable with the ambiguity of not knowing?
I'm kind of comfortable with it, because that's part of the human experience in my eyes, just not knowing everything.
Yeah, I do think that no matter what one's worldview is, there does have to always be some mystery or ambiguity.
You mind if I step in there for a second, or you want to keep going?
I'm good with keeping on going.
You can go ahead and do your thing.
Thank you. Yeah. I guess, what makes you feel then afterlife is an unscientific perspective?
Well, and there's kind of two sides to this argument. The first being you can't prove it, but
Right.
also the verse can be said you can't prove that it's not real, or to prove that it is real.
Right.
So the argument goes both ways, but so I'm kind of stuck in the middle on that argument.
Yeah.
So I don't really know for sure, but I just don't know which way to lean. So I'm just kind of going both ways sometimes.
Yeah. I think that's a good point on your part, because I think the existence of a world that we can scientifically define doesn't disprove the existence of another world that doesn't necessarily fit those categories. So it seems like you're acknowledging that you can't disprove it necessarily based on what we know of the present world. Yeah. Yeah. So,
You got it? You got anything?
I'll let Noah keep asking questions. Noah's got a good train of thought.
yeah.
No, let me step in there just real quick, okay? All right.
Sure.
So Mr.
Vaughn.
That's a nice name. That's a nice name. For your perspective, if you had to answer 4 worldview questions, everybody at some point, no matter if they're agnostic, atheist, Buddhist, a regular normal person, they ask these 4 questions. First question people ask is, how do you think the world came into existence? How do you think we were created? How do you think everything got here? I'll start off with that question first.
Big Bang, but I was raised Christian.
Okay.
And I saw this video one time, kind of how they merged the scientific with the Christianity.
Sure.
And how the Bible is, and how it's written was recorded over 2,000 years.
Yeah.
But with some math thrown into it, they made it where it would fit the scientific view as well.
Yeah.
And they matched it, so I'm kind of putting that there as well.
Okay. If you think about Big Bang, have you ever seen any explosion create order? Probably not, right? So it don't really make too much sense. Big Bang, and look at how perfectly we made. Not perfectly, but look at how much order. The world, how the world is exactly the distance it needs to be away from the sun. You wouldn't take a bag of Legos. If I told you to shake a bag of Legos for 100 years, would it come out to anything tangible that you can see, that you could Unless you put
Probably
an
not.
intelligent design to it. Those Legos ain't coming together and forming anything. Like logistically or logically that we could see, right? Like to build some type of like design, it ain't gonna happen. Just because time, a lot of time people believe in the Big Bang and believe in like evolution simply because time is the hero. But you can shake a bag of Legos for 1 billion years and they're not gonna come out to anything tangible. Would you agree or disagree?
I would agree.
All right. So the next question would be, what do you think your purpose is? If God doesn't exist, or what do you think? Why do you think you're here?
I guess to try to live comfortably, but also make things easier for other people as well.
Okay. Let's just take God out of the equation. If God doesn't exist, why would you want to do that?
Because humans are social creatures, and it's our natural
Nature.
instinct to help people, or people that are a part of our group, which would be, the human race.
Good answer. All right. So next question is, why do you think the world is messed up? Why do you think we struggle so much with like the things that are,
Because even though we are one race, we are one species.
Yep.
Because there's so many of us so far away from each other, there's a large divide, and we can't come to a common idea.
Okay.
Or a common goal, or something to, I guess, like,
Yep.
solve these issues together, and we're
Right.
kind of divided.
Question for you: would you say that murder is wrong?
Yeah.
You say rape is wrong, stealing is wrong,
Yeah.
right? Now, you know why you say stealing and rape and murder is wrong? Is because there's somewhere you're determining what's good based on a higher standard. Does that make sense? Like, everybody knows that raping and murdering and killing is wrong. But if you take God out of the equation, if God doesn't exist, then really it's just man's opinion of what's wrong. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, if I feel like killing a bunch of people is wrong, or I feel like stealing or robbing banks is wrong, like, who are you to tell me that I'm wrong? Like, it's just man's opinion at this point, because nobody sets the standard if you're a human being. We all come up with our own definition of what's right and wrong.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Do you know why you know this innately that it's wrong? You have any idea why?
Well, for me, then it kind of goes down to that idea of it's just nature. Since we're part of the same species, it feels natural for us
Yep.
to
Yep.
not want to do that.
True. Yeah. And I would attest to you that there's some higher authority that tells us what's right from wrong. See what I'm saying? And then
I
last,
can agree to that to some degree.
to somebody. Okay. What do you think is going to fix a broken world?
Like I said, probably a common idea. I mean, whether that be God, whether that be
Okay.
some other form of religion,
Yeah.
whatever. Just some kind of idea to bring us
Yep.
together
It's good.
that we can all agree
I
on.
agree on.